It's we knew that we were going to have depth in defense, so that's good. I think that injury, form, whatever, we've got different players that have different attributes. I think that can help us this year in defense. I think that we graduated a lot up the middle of the park. So our center midfielders, some of the players that play up the spine, and that's an answer that we're still waiting to see from preseason. So we haven't really seen players step up and sort of be a leader in there, or the one that's going to kind of take control of things, grab it by the horns and sort of direct things the way you want it to go. So still kind of waiting to see that. The new goalkeeper that we brought in is off to a good start, so that's good. Our fitness test was good, not great, but it was good. So that's kind of the first couple of days impression. Well, we start that process a year ago, so we do a lot of things. I meet with the new captains. I meet with them every Monday during the spring, and we have a leadership book that we go through. We go through one chapter a week. So we spent a lot of time kind of preparing and trying to get them to be a little bit more comfortable. Right now, they're really good organizers. We're waiting to see if they're going to be really good leaders. So that we'll get to see. First time you get punched in the face, then you see if you've got something behind you. So we'll see how that goes. We don't have that answer yet, but we have some players that certainly want to have a role in the organization and the management of the team. We have some of those, and I think right now we're to that point where, okay, we see some things, we think that they're working okay, but until you're playing against another team that really is trying to beat you, you don't really know how you're going to fare. Because with us, the thing is right now the girls are trying not to make enemies. They're trying not to kick each other, yell, get on each other, sort of. And so they're really kind of too nice right now. And so we need that moment where, somebody makes a mistake and it costs us something. Then I think the mood will change a little bit. And I think that things will start to settle as far as who's going to play, who's going to be one of the first few subs off the bench in that position, and who's not. And that, I think, will kind of kick us a little bit to say, all right, where are you at? Where are you going to respond, and how are you going to be? So until we get to that point, there's a lot of things that we look at and we say, oh, yeah, this looks pretty good, but maybe it's not realistic enough. And once we get in that situation, I think we'll find out a lot more about where we're at. There's a lot of things you want to get covered. You want to make sure that players aren't coming up to you like during the game or in halftime. The fewer questions that they're asking each other during the game, the fewer questions that they're asking the coaching staff, that means that we've done a better job with explaining things. They understand what their role is. They understand the way that we want to play. They understand the system and their role within it. So kind of it will help us there. The thing that I like about our first game is I think that if you look back, we're almost always, it seems like, on the road for our first game. And the reason kind of why we do that is, number one, nobody wants to come to San Angelo to play in August or the 1st of September. So, just being real, that's a part of it. But the other part is I really, even if we had the opportunity to host teams the first weekend, I like going away because it gives you more time with that team where they're not in school and it's just your team and you're just focusing on playing. So it really gives us a better insight to who people are during that time. If you're on a 13-hour bus ride, you're going to spend some time talking. So I like it. I think it's good for us.